What is up, Maze here, and I'm back on another video, and today I'll be going over the best possible controller settings for Season 5 for the update 1.24 in Modern Warfare. Now Season 5 is going to actually drop tomorrow, so I just wanted to be a little bit early on this and just give you honestly the best possible settings you guys need to use, because some of these settings are going to be really important, because I'm sure they're going to be nerfing and patching a lot of these weapons, and they're going to be tweaking a lot of new things for tomorrow. So I'm going to be giving the best settings you need to use so you can honestly just dominate for tomorrow and just a majority of Season 5. So before I do get into these settings, make sure you go down below, drop a like on today's video, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. We're so close to 2.5k, so that'll be greatly appreciated if you do hit that sub button. And let's try to go for 20 likes on today's video. If you can hit that, that'll be amazing. And yeah man, so by the way guys, I might not be uploading that consistently as much because I have exams in like the next 2-3 months, so I gotta be like studying, I gotta be on my shit. So I won't be uploading that consistently, like saying daily uploadings, but I will be uploading at least 3 videos a week or 4. I hope you guys do mind that. But yeah man, let's just get straight into these settings. Alright, so the first thing we'll be using is the default flipped. Now I honestly use this because my girl actually gave me it's like paddles on the back of my controller, so I use my right paddle for circle and my left paddle for X. So if you guys have if you have a scuff controller, you can use those 2 options, so I can sprint cancel really fast, and my movement speed is really good. So by the way, thank you Honor for giving me that. So anyway, yeah, so for the button layout preset, I recommend, if you don't have a scuff or anything like that, I recommend use stick and move flipped. So you're jumping with your right stick and you're firing with the L1 and R1, which is much faster than the L2 and R2. So I want you to use that, man, if you don't have a scuff. But if you do, I recommend use default flipped and use circle for the right paddle, X for the left paddle. Now stick layer preset, we're going to be using default, and then for the invert look, we're going to be using disabled because we don't want to be like, flying a plane, anything like that. It's kind of weird. I just keep this disabled. Now for the dead zone, I keep it at 0.04. This is just mainly on your controller. I made a video on this previously about a month ago, so I want you to go check that out. It's somewhere in my channel, you guys can find that out, but I did make a separate dead zone video on this, so definitely check that out. So I honestly use 0.04. you guys don't even have to watch my video, you guys can just put it on this setting right here. You don't want this too high, otherwise your stick is not going to be, your right stick is going to be moving a lot and it's not going to be good at all. So do not put it too high. Now for the sensitivity, some people are putting it all the way down to like 4.4. I know some of my friends actually do using really low sensitivities, which is not needed at all. I recommend use 7.7 because it's going to be good for Warzone and multiplayer. You're going to be turning on people, your movement speed is going to be a lot more better. And say someone's on either type of direction, say someone's like on your left or right, you can honestly just aim to them really fast, and with the low sensitivity you can't do that as much, so you're at an extreme disadvantage. Now for the low zoom, we're going to be using 1.0, high zoom we're going to be using 1.38. High zoom, since I'm going to be using snipers, I love to have that high, more ADS speed, more sway while I'm like shooting, so I can honestly just drag scope people really easily, and that's how I'm really good at sniping, man. I know some of my friends did play me in like 1v1s in custom games and they got absolutely smacked, man, with these settings. So yeah man, this is really good, try this out. And I just keep that as 1.0 because it's default, you don't want to be messing around with this. Now the aim response curve type, now I've been using I use all these 3 in the majority of the cycle of Modern Warfare, and now I stick to standard and my aim is really good, surprisingly. I recommend, if you're playing a lot of Warzone, use dynamic, but if you play equal amount of both the game modes, keep it at standard. It's gonna be really helpful for you. Vibration, always keep this disabled. You do not want to keep it enabled. It's going to throw you off, it's going to throw off your aim, it's not going to be good. Now for the aim assist, we're going to be using focusing. It has a really strong slow aim down speed when you're about to aim at someone, so it's going to be really helpful for you. I don't recommend use it at precision, it's terrible, you get no aim assist with this. And standard, it's just standard, man. This is pretty much what you're going to be using for the next COD, so Honestly, man, I do recommend use focusing, so you can just, your aim is going to be a lot more smoother, a lot more better. But if you like where you're at right now, you don't have to change it, but I recommend use focusing. So now activation, I keep at default, so ADS and melee. Enabled for movement exit for the weapon mount. Aimed outside behavior hold, equipment behavior hold. Use reload behavior, I use tap to reload. Now if you are playing Warzone, please keep it at contextual tap, so you can honestly tap while picking up items, so it's much faster. You're gonna be a lot more kills, you're gonna be picking up items much quicker. Do not use this for multiplayer, otherwise you're gonna be picking up random weapons in the game by accident when you're honestly just trying to reload your weapon. Ammo switch, I use enabled. Slide behavior, I use tap. It's actually much quicker than you actually holding circle, holding whatever paddle you're using on your scuff. It's much quicker, so you can honestly abuse the slide cancel behavior method or movement method on this game. So that's how I know if you have been watching my videos, that's how I'm moving a lot quicker, a lot better, by using this tap slide behavior movement thing right here. Now auto move forward, I use disabled, and for automatic sprint, I use automatic tactical sprint. It's actually really good. Say you're sprinting, this is how you're also doing that movement speed glitch. I might actually make a video on that, but your movement speed is going to be insane using this automatic tactical sprint. Now for the camera recenter, I use enabled. Parachute auto deploy disabled. I don't want to have it auto deployed. I want to be able to enable it in Warzone whenever I want, so I can aim down, so I can honestly just land really quickly. Now for the general, we're going to be using, the brightness is going to be at 51. Safe area, you want to make it smallest as possible so you can see the map in front of you, so you don't have to use much of your peripheral vision. For the tool, no, hold on, for the film grain, you want to have 0. You guys see on the right, it looks terrible, it all looks grainy, so do not put it all the way max. Tooltips, I just put it enabled, I don't really care about that. And for these are actually really important. So for the colorblind type, I use the Trinopia, which actually makes your game really colorful. I made a video on that a while ago, so go check that out. Target, for the colorblind target, put it both. Motion blurs, keep it disabled. Do not want to keep it enabled at all, trust me on that. For the minimap shape squares, you can see much more for Warzone and multiplayer. Minimap rotation is going to be enabled, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now if you go to the audio, you want to be using boost high, you can hear a lot more footsteps, it's going to be a lot more easier for you. My master volume is at 100, my music is 7, because the music is very distracting in game too. You don't want to be having that on. For dialogue, I keep it at 40, effects at 100, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the volumes for the audio section. Now for the voice chat, I just keep everything default. I don't mess around with this at all. I think I increased the voice chat because I couldn't hear some of my teammates, so I just increased that. But you don't have to, you can just keep this at like, I don't know, like 100 if you want, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you do enjoy this video. That's all the settings that's going to be used for season 5. I hope you do enjoy this, man. Let me know in the comments what sensitivity you guys are actually using. I'm really curious, man. I really do want to know what y'all using right now. But yeah, man, these are the best settings. Season 5, man, is coming out tomorrow, so I'll be updating you guys on like a lot of the videos, the class setups, everything like that. I'll be updating you guys. So yeah, man, if you're new, drop a like on today's video, hit that sub button if you did enjoy, and I'll try to be uploading much more consistently. It's gonna be a little bit hard for me, but I'll try as much as possible, at least 3 videos a week, 3 or 4 videos a week I'm gonna be trying. So yeah, man, I'll see you in the next video.